Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're sat at Clarkston, where I've been a little busy. At least getting some of it done. Throwing a few ideas out there. And it's got a little car park on top, which was a pain to put in. We'll probably finish this off. I don't consider this done, but at least it's in there. As you'll see, we also have people waiting at the platforms with a purpose this time. What are we up to today? Why, we'll sit here waiting for one of our trains hopefully to turn up. We are going all the way to the Kilmarnock portal, perhaps. I don't know about getting to the portal yet. However, I would like to get the stations in on that line. I think there's three or four. Starting at Kennishead, is that how that's pronounced? And then there's a couple more, and then Barrhead, so yeah, there'll be 4 stations. Similar to what we did here, we're just going to try and get the pencil outline in. I have, thanks to you guys in the comments, been tidying up this line speed-wise. We'll take a look at that. I've also been hard at work trying to align the road network ready for our AI towns, which might happen on Thursday. So that's something to look forward to, and then we'll see some more cars on the street, perhaps on some of the main roads. It would certainly be interesting to see where the AI decide to go. I mean, they haven't got much choice at the moment as far as industry is concerned. That's the only one is in Polmadie. So yeah, we'll put some more in where they would be best suited. I'm sure we'll find some industrial states somewhere on the map. I'm fairly confident there's plenty. I've been told reliably we will get some level crossings in as well, so that's something to look forward to. But anyway, can't dawdle today. Lots to do. Ooh, bit laggy. Yes, I should have maybe cached it all. It's fine. There it is. It works, doesn't it? It's actually a real road. Whether that was the best idea? Possibly not. It's a bit messy. It's not functional though. It's just scenery. And you're not going to see it, are you? From this angle, so not the biggest of problems. Bit of scenery work here. This was a mission. Trying to get this road to hook into where it should be. Here's one of our 320s, class 320. Looking a little bit dirty, but acceptable. I would say that's just been busy. Perhaps it's towards the end of the day. There we go. I mean, it's always sunny in Transport Fever 2. I almost said Philadelphia. But there we are. Yeah, there's this road that heads off from Clarkston, and it will meet up here into Busby there. As you can see, the crossover's in at Busby. I've slowed it down to 25 going that way. I don't know whether these would have been in there, position signals. Ground position signals. But we have them in. This is now 50 in most places. There's a few spots where it slows down as well. This road is continuing on. The main road here. And we've got the roundabout there. Okay, so I'm not going to say what this road is here. But if I've done a remotely good job, you might be able to guess what that is. Either from sleuthing on Google, or perhaps you already know. If you already know, then I really have done a good job, considering it's just a sketch at the moment. But yeah, it connects up to Clarkston there, and that's what this road is. This is going to be an AI area. I'm not sure how this works. There's a few. There's like one here, and one there, like housing areas, residential areas. But from what I've been researching, they're all the same place. Answers on a postcard to what they are, and we'll get those in. But yes, there we go. We've started to expand down here as well. And Newton Mears. I think that's what that is. That's from memory, so good job me if I got that right. This hasn't changed just yet. I'm more interested in getting in some AI towns, so I've switched my focus to getting some roads in. Looking at it, it's a bit of a dead end, but this way, anyway, it is going to connect up to Cathcart there. However, if we follow this round, technically, I believe they can get all the way. Yeah, they can. They can get all the way to Glasgow, the centre of Glasgow there, and Polmadie for that matter. So yes, it's starting to come together, isn't it? We have to get our next station in, Kennishead. And what do we have to do? Definitely have to have a look at the map. One of the first things you'll notice here, giant tower blocks. Yeah, and it looks like they're building 2 more, perhaps. I'm going to go with it. They look about the same size, don't they? They might even be built by now. I don't know. We'll zoom down. No, it's just building site. I don't know how old this photo is, though. So that might be there. Given that, should we just put 5 in? That's how many there would be. We possibly could do that. We could possibly do this as well. Bit of a park there. More houses over here. What are these? Semis? Yeah, lots of semis with look like bay windows. Yeah, pretty much. We've got white ones of those as well, so that'll be fantastic, won't it? And then after Kennishead, we're going to move up to Priest Hill and Darnley. It looks like Priest Hill and Darnley. Is that just on the straight and level? I think it is. Nice easy station there with a couple of station buildings. And then we dive right into what looks like a cutting, briefly. But these houses... Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm just going to go and double check that. Yeah, it looks like the road comes to meet the station entrances. It's almost like as they were making this area or building this area, they might have been playing Transport Fever or something similar. And they're like, oh no, let's just meet where we put the station in. More cutting. It definitely looks like a cutting, doesn't it? Well, we can't see. I'm going to say yes, though, given that that road's heading down and eventually meets it. Yes, there we go. Cutting. Then we've got an interesting tunnel there. And, ooh, is that Nitz Hill? It's what I want to say. Nitz Hill. But it could also be Nitz Hill. Nitz Hill. I'll roll the dice. I'm going with Nitz Hill. Oh, that's an interesting building. What on earth is that? That's fantastic. Don't have anything. Or do we? Oh, I don't know. We could have a look. We could always find a roof that looks like that and sink it all the way down. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But, yeah, Nitz Hill. That looks fairly straightforward. It's raised up a little bit. And then our final station, actual station on the line, is Barrhead, which is looking very much like we're going to have to do some shenanigans. Possibly go back to our, yes, with this, where the platforms are over here, go back to our, well, it's not called Ultimate Station. It's been a while since I used it. Freestyle Station. I think that'll do the job. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? But fun. Yeah, we don't need to worry about any crossovers, pedestrian crossovers. So yes, this will do. Perfect. And then it's a long trek for us towards the end of the map down here. And wherever we end on the map, we'll have the Kilmarnock portal. I think it's Kilmarnock is where that line goes. Yes. It goes all the way and branches off there from Kilmarnock and up through Dunlop and there. Yeah, unfortunately we can't fit all those in and we end up here somewhere. Well, that's fine, isn't it? We've got to end somewhere, don't we? Otherwise we're recreating the world. I would say we stay raised up and make use of the terrain here, because this first station, if we can aim for a bit of a hill, yeah, this first station definitely seems to be raised up slightly because it goes straight over a road, and we're going to stick with 70 on there, which isn't what this is anymore. Oh, and I changed this since we're here. That's how that should be, not how I had it originally. I had to push this further round, so this curves around a little more to then get into the station there. But yeah, that is better. That makes me happier, because it wasn't how we had it. There we go, we've got 70 everywhere. If we do curve around, we do not need catenary. We do head round. We've got to think about those 5 big buildings that we want to put in. So this is definitely going to be much further along than it would otherwise be in real life. It does look like a fairly straightforward station. So what we can use is not that, is Old Faithful here. We can put this in, can't we? 2 platforms. Ooh, yes. That should be good enough. Oh, which one's 2? I'm going to have 2 on the other side, so it wants to be that way round. There we go. Platform 2 on that side, hopefully. Is that right? Yes, it is. Perfect. I remembered to delete the track back. Go me. Right, get that in and find our tracks. We need 70 out here, don't we? 70 mile an hour, no catenary. Get you in there. Oh, I put this in first. Oh, that'll answer that question too. No, it's still 2. It's whichever way you lay it down determines the... so the orientation determines the platform number. I thought that might be the case, but it would have been nice if you could have changed the platforms easy. No such luck. We do have a bit of a climb as we head away from the to the edge of the map up there. I like this. There's going to be some lovely scenery up there, isn't there? Right, we should name this so that we know where we are, and it's definitely not that. Kenneth's Head, there we go. We've got you in. And we should have room for at least a few of these. The first one should be here. Which angle? That angle. And if we do keep it like that, it might be about spot on. Yeah, there's like a little dip, isn't there? Oh, I like that. We get it far enough out. I know, it looks like I keep deleting the terrain. However, I keep putting it back in as well. So technically, I just move it. And this is definitely more of a slope than it is just a straight cut. There we go. Get that in with an edge there. And then that should give us room for our big old tower blocks. I would like to just put them in and see what it's going to look like. We should possibly stick the road in first, because that's where we're going to connect to. We'll go with a new looking road. It looks fairly new. It would be along this angle. And then a little towards the end of the station here. It does a little curve and then heads off that way. I'm keeping the map playing just to make sure things are being updated. There's a little building here, so I should run this off, I guess, up that way. We might even raise it up at some point as well. We're going to need some more building room, aren't we? Get these in. We'll get a nice flat section to get our massive buildings in. And we do want to somehow go under that piece of track there with a road. I don't know whether I'm going to get much in today. I'm decided to start detailing. I mean, it happens sometimes, doesn't it? Assets. Can we get these in and looking fantastic? These are going to be perfect for it. And they're absolutely massive. So let's go with 10. 10 looks good. It's probably more than 10. And they're about that angle. This would be great. Enable population. I mean, doesn't really matter about terrain alignment. We just need them to kiss the road like that. Now, can we get these to sit nicely and play nicely? They should join to each other. So the pedestrians, residents should, well, I mean, they are pedestrians, should walk through. I would say that's close enough. Oh, yes. Right, okay, I think we can do this, guys. Lovely. Get you in like that. Get you in like that. Are they about the right angle? I have no idea. Well, it's difficult to get these lined up, but it's fine. I think I got them about spot on. Well, I'm not sure we're going to get all 5 in. There's definitely 3 there. We might, actually. Do we like that? I mean, it's going to look good on the cab ride, isn't it? You're going to know what you're coming up to down that way. There we go. Skyline starting to happen. It looks a bit rough over there at the moment with the wiggly roads and stuff. This is a bit awkward. Yeah, it should look fine once all the trees are hiding it. I mean, there's not much you can do. Our height map is probably closer to 1:1 scale. And yet we're dealing with half the scale. So in places we're going to have to be quite steep, aren't we, on our roads. Okay. There goes our local train. We're going to have another train coming out here now. We can't be finished there though, can we? No, we need an entrance and a bridge. And it's going to be this end. So let's get to our King's Cross. And we'll have my favourite one, wherever you are. If we put that in there, that should do. And what else do we need? We need a bridge, don't we? Right, can we put the little buildings in? Yes, we can. Look at that. Perfect. Hey, guys, there we go. We're in. Sort of. Not quite. We've got a path to put in first. Oh, do you know what I haven't been doing? Turn it on now while you remember. Get a nice platform for it to go in there. And then one can head off that way. Oh, too much slope. Of course there is. And I guess we can head off. Oh dear, what are you doing there? Right, leave that until we got this road in. This bridge, I should say. It's a low bridge from what I can tell. I think the best bet then is to force the game's hand. We'll have a straight section coming out from the station. And then we'll go straight into a bridge here. Right, let's turn on our bridges here. Let's see if we can't get this about perfect for us. There we go, it's snapped. Get in. Oh, yep, you're beautiful. You get in there. You get in there. How low are we going to need to go? Quite low. Right, is that low? Oh, that's way too low. Let's bring that up a bit. There we go. Is that better? Yes, I think that's better. I don't know where this road is going. It's going to go up this way somewhere. I'm going to imagine it does head up and sort of meet that one as well. So we can make it do that. And this one seems to head off into the wilderness somewhere. And possibly we'd use something like that instead. There we go. You go up there. Oh no, I've been building bridges. Right, let's get the path in, shall we? That's nice, isn't it? We got it in. Yeah, and we're going to have some trees and stuff. Let's get you continued on and flat. That's where you're going to be. And we know that this can be that high. Let's throw that up a bit. Let's get you like that. Oh, we had an official episode and I didn't say anything. There we go. Official episode, guys. Lovely. Oh yes, this needs to be a little sharper. We'll get these wall assets in here, I think. Just to block that off. Lines tracks 2. Height position 1. We'll just send that at the back there. Oh, let's go for a bit of stone grey is not really what it is, though. I'm going to go brick yellow. There we go. Yes, and we don't want any walls, I don't think. We'll just have it just like that will be fine. There. And that one, flip this round, can be there. That'll do quite nicely. Lovely. Yeah, beautiful. That's in. That'll do. I like this. It's interesting. This is roughly the same size as the skinny road that we've got going under there. All of this on this side, forest. That's a nice, simple bit of detailing. Whether I keep this in, I don't know. It kind of butchers the scenery as per usual. It kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Maybe if we can... Oh dear, what have you done? Maybe if we can hide it with some bushes and some trees. Maybe. I mean, there isn't any bushes. But if we use these just here, and we don't do height steps. No, we do want to just height. We don't want height steps. We might be able to hide all the gubbins like this. Hopefully. We'll get it running like that. Go up the side here. Prettier than it is in real life, but I'll take it. There we go. Finish. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Put another one in there. In fact, we can just use the actual bushes we've got. I'll take that off. There we go. Just sit you in there and hide that. And if we get our paint tools, we get a bit of green grass here. We'll just paint over that. I don't know about that. I might just paint over it. I'm not entirely convinced anybody's going to use it. There we go. That'll do. Nicely. Not sure what this is going to be yet. It's a building as far as I can tell. But we've got a bit of a slope there. We might be able to put a building in there. Yeah, there we go. That works, doesn't it? Delete all that. Now we're going to curve round a short distance. And I'm probably going to keep it flat. Yes. I'm going to curve around a little bit like this. We're going to stay flat. Yes. Oh, that would have been the perfect place for that cutting. It's fine. We'll make this a little shorter. I mean, technically, we can have that a little further down. Just a touch. It seems a long way off. Now we can get the next station in. This is that fairly straightforward one for us, which is always pleasant to say. Are you the right way round? I'm going to say you are. We can always double check before we do anything. Yes, you are. And we'll get rid of that and that. We need to change the track. Perfect. We're going to have bang in the middle. One there and one there. And next to those we'll have our little shelters. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Oh, yeah, we'll move those. We'll put one there. And then we'll move that and that. We'll put them in between. That should work. I mean, you're cut off a little bit by the signpost, unfortunately. And this will be Priest Hill and Darnley. And then these roads go up or down. I can't remember. I think they go... This one goes down that way. This one goes up. And that's when we've got the... It's not really there. We've got a big cutting, haven't we? Yeah, it would be right here. We might be able to do it. We can always terraform. Oh, I don't know. It's sort of making our cutting for us. Well, I take it back, guys. We're sort of there. Possibly. So if we go in like that, and then straighten out. And then we've got some shenanigans to do. This is pretty much it, isn't it? And this is all forest. We could even bring that up a little bit, I think. Just to really emphasize that. We'll flatten out at that point. There. And then we'll smooth that out to make the bit of the hill. It's a bit big. And there's our little foresty bit. I think that'll do. Yes. And then we'll get our trees in there. Bear over there. So we'll cut that top off. There we go. Smooth that out. No, that's our hill. And we can go from this height over there, which is about what it is. Perfect. We'll get that smooth and that smooth. Love it. Right, and then what we need, because this is flat, is just a little bit of space. Barrhead, the last station before we go off the edge of the map, is the tricky one. However, I've just realised what we need to really do is sort of get back on track. Like that. There we go. And then we'll have Nitz Hill in at that angle. There we go. There's 2 on the outside. Yes, you are. Beautiful. And then we've got a bit of fun to do, haven't we? When we come back. Which end is the... This end, I think. We've got a bridge to put in. Pedestrian. Oh, wrong way round. Yeah, then we've got a bit of fun to do with our old station again. We might start climbing. Oh, no, what if you forgot? That's not very good without tracks, is it? Yes, that's fantastic. That's kind of cool, though, right? You could have disused stations like that with just ballast down the middle. I mean, since I've got to paint ballast down the middle anyway, it could be something like that. That's kind of cool. Isn't that wonderful? A disused station. Not what we're doing today, though. This is very much used. I even saw the rusty tracks there. Not what we're doing, though, Grand. We're actually putting this in. Yes, you might as well add the connection in on that side just before the bridge. Beautiful. I can't tell whether there's any station buildings. I think there are a couple. So we could put them in. Yes, let's put them in. Modern-ish ones of these. I'm going to put them there and there. That should do. We could put ticket machines in, couldn't we? Maybe we could manually put them in. We'll find the asset versions. I'm happy, guys. A lot of progress today. Again, that's a lot of this line done, because after that station, that's pretty much it, isn't it? We can start heading that way. And we probably do want to start heading up as well. 2% grade, sure. And we'll get back on track, and we'll have our station a little further past this point. And we'll have it just here. But we've got a lot to do. Yeah, we've kind of gone a little bit off track there, haven't we? Can we get back by having a little bit more of an angle without losing any speed? Yes, I think we can. As long as we keep it at 2%, I think we'll be good. Like that. We'll have a little wiggle. Stops it from being all perfectly straight. Then it's going to go there. This looks too far away for half scale. Bring you up there. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's probably about there, isn't it? We've got the viaduct here. Barrhead is definitely after the viaduct. And I believe it's a little further past here too. Well, it's sort of, yeah, it would be about there on our map. That's not quite the right place. So for us, it's going to be there. Do you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make that a little steeper. Because we've got to be elevated slightly. Just a little more on the grade. 2.4. That'll do. 2.4%. That should be nice. 2.4, yeah, we should have that set now. And then we need to go past the viaduct a little bit. And then we can have our station. We're definitely dug in there, aren't we? We might have to go up even higher. Maybe this needs to go up. Yeah, that's really climbing. Oh dear. I might just go 3 if we can manage it then. 3.2. Better. Yes. And then swing round. There we go. 3.2. And I don't think we lost any speed either. Let's just double check. No, all 70. Perfect. And then we'll have our station here because that needs to happen. That's in technically the right place. Now, this station marker is about right because it starts to head up pretty soon. And given that, I guess we're going to have it. Yeah, we're going to have it about here. And we'll just finish it there. We've got a lot of work to do on that. Actually, should we put a temporary station in? So then all we've got to do is take that out and rebuild it with a fancy, partially elevated station. Yeah, we won't even change the tracks or anything. We'll just put this in. And we'll call it what it's going to be. Which is Barrhead. Lovely. And what is this one? This is... Didn't I change that? I must have deleted it, perhaps. Or did I call the other one incorrectly? No, Priestley and... I don't know what happened there, guys. Maybe I didn't hit return. Right, that is very temporary. Because we're going to do something fancy with that. But we'll do that when we come back. What do you need, Gran? Tracks. We'll have this crossover here. And we'll put in our signals. I mean, we might as well get a service. At least heading to Bar Hill. Bar Hill? Barrhead, even. That sounds more like it. I'll show you quickly as well what happens with bus stops. You get in... Make that one way. You get in there. We'll have another one just here. We're only going to have one service on here for now until we're finished. I do like that we've got these in. I might add another one on there. I probably spent too much time on this station. Fair to say. It's fine. Definitely midway signals here. Yes. And at the end of the platform. Beautiful. Might as well get the signalling in. I'm pretty sure that's how we're going to have this. Yes, yes. Doesn't need one there, does it? Doesn't need one here. Maybe. I'm going to have one here after the junction. I don't know whether we'll need it. I doubt it. Alright, guys. Let's create as a service and then we'll have a little ride on it. So now we can go new line. It's been a while since we've had a new line. We kind of changed the Kilmarnock one last time, didn't we? Right. So you want to be starting at Glasgow Central and then you're going straight in to Crossmaloof. Why? Where are you going? Oh, wait. Did I put that as lower? Yes. Yes, you did. Right. Should we start again and not put it on the lower station? Right. Where are you? Here. Glasgow Central. Perfect. Pollokshaws West. Then you're going over to Kennis Head. Priest Hill and Darnley. Nitz Hill. And then finally Barrhead. And then we make the journey all the way back. And we meet up with the East Kilbride service there. That should be everything. Where have you decided to go? I kind of want you... Oh, it's moved our other one from here. I want you over on this side. So that would be 13. I'm going to go with 13. If you will do it. You will. And this is going to be the Glasgow Central to Kilmarnock. There we go. And we'll make you... I don't know what colour we'll make you. We'll make you... Yeah, make you a peachy colour. Peachy. Where is our Glasgow to East Kilbride? You've changed your line after I was fiddling around with it. So you need to be on... We're going to put you on 14. Not overly keen with the way they share a line over here. We may need to improvise a little bit and add a crossover so that they can double up down here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to fit that in. It'll be a bit of a squeeze. Don't do it now, though. It'll break everything. Right, we need to get a train on there. We're going to get us a diesel multiple unit. And it's a... Do we have a 158? I think we do, don't we? There we go. Class 158. Do we have it in ScotRail? We do. Beautiful. Right then. We'll get you on there. 2 car. Buy that. We'll stick you on Glasgow Central to Kilmarnock. Let it load for 6 years. Lovely. A little quicker than 6 years. Definitely an improvement. Let's hit play. Oh, that was just terrible. Anyway, we've got a 158 on the way out. Is your camera ruined? It isn't. It's lovely. There we go, guys. That's going to be running that. And in fact, we'll probably have 2 of those. Oop, straight through the doors. That's fine. We'll have 2 of these running that. And we'll probably replace one of the 170s with another one of these. Oh, that's pleasant, isn't it? It's going to get a bit busy. Absolutely. There's a little bit of a kink in the track there, but I don't mind because it's depot access and trains are all sorts of clanking around over those, aren't they? Do we like it? Before we go, let's just see what we're doing. Look at this. Let's hide the gubbins. That's starting to take shape, isn't it? Absolutely. And we're back on track here. I think if we have the station there, that sort of does it for where we've got this. It's a little unfortunate about this hill. However, we can cut this hill down because it's just the end of the map. So we can cut this hill down and start it a little further across there. Although we've got all of this towards the coast to do, heading this way. I know, it's just monstrous. We might be heading that way, guys. And off through the fog there. Off to Edinburgh. Yeah. And we're going to keep working on this as we make our way to Edinburgh. I'll be coming back and I'll be adding more roads, more trees, and fixing any issues. Putting in AI towns so that we'll have a nice... Oh, that looks pleasant, doesn't it? Even with the big fog there. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's starting to take shape nicely. I've got all the settings turned down because it's struggling a bit. Well, there's our 2 170s. We'll probably replace one of these with a 158. But talking of, he's probably back into... He is. There he goes. He's into Glasgow there. It's a bit of a slow journey out of Glasgow, so what I might do is speed us up. Although, it'll be interesting to see how many trains are here. I don't have them... Oh, you go right to the end, don't you? Yeah, we're not timetabled up, so it might be a bit busy. This one we're on now that we just put in, I don't have it waiting at Glasgow, neither at Barrhead. But it will be once we've finished and got the Kilmarnock portal in. And we'll try and do something fancy with that and get lots of passengers getting on there, which will represent people coming in from Kilmarnock. Not too many, as we've got to think about performance and keep thinking about performance. Last thing we need is our map to implode before we get to Edinburgh. I at least want to get to Edinburgh, then we can start doing the fancies around the main network that we've got connected. Plus, Edinburgh Station's going to be a bit of a mission, isn't it? We're going to have to utilise all sorts of things there. You know, I'm still kind of waiting for the ultimate station. I don't know whether it'll appear before we make it there. So we'll take our time getting over there. But it'll be a fun journey. A bit of lag there. It's a render issue. I'm pretty confident. I can talk more about that. For anybody that turns around and says, no, Grand, it's people. No, not in all circumstances. Most of the time with my system, it's definitely rendering. It doesn't do a very good job of it. But anyway, that's another story for another day. I don't want to end on a sour note because look at it. It's beautiful. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright guys, until next time, take care.